I mean, honestly, I really don't even know how I even got to that point. Dang, I didn't want to get there. Uh, Hey, yo, what's up, Investor Z? Hmm. No, I should have, because it's not. That's not the. Oh shit! That shit did it. And that shit broke actually through it. Uh, they broke right through this level. Shit, we. Shit, I hope so. Hey, Investor Z, did you catch this gold play? Did you catch, man? Like I said, I'm done for the day, man. I am definitely done for the day. Uh, Let me actually pull it up. Caught this beautiful pullback on gold, man. Caught this. I mean, I didn't chase this. I just let it thing pull back into this area right here, and just caught that move up. Beautiful freaking move, man. Beautiful move. So yeah, I'm done. I mean, I'm done for the day. Done. So I'll definitely be trading in the sim for sure. Um, just because I'm trading in the sim doesn't mean that, or at least moving forward, it won't mean that I won't be taking serious trades because I'm just not. I'm going to go into the week end green, and oh, you don't. Investor Z. So kind of just like at night. I mean, this is just food for thought. So you're aware of this. Around the same time, there's volatility at night around like 7:30, 8 o'clock. 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning is also a great opportunity to catch really good moves on gold, just for food for thought. You know what? I'm actually going to change that. I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that. I think that's gonna be my project for this weekend, and I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that for sure. But yeah. So I think I caught this move around. Actually, let's look at gold because man, gold is just a beautiful instrument to trade when you're on the right side of her. So around like 7:30, 8:30 Central Time, and I'd be like 8:30 Eastern. But yeah, 7:30, 7:30, 8 o'clock. This move happened. This breakout happened at 7:30. It pulled back, and I bought this pullback. Looking for a retest of the high, but obviously it went further, and it was an easy move, man. So, just for food for thought, if you want to catch something on gold in the morning, just look around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and you'll get that same movement that you get at nighttime that you're looking for. Hold on, give me a second. You said it moves jumpy for you? Yeah, that's usually that's like usually the only time that I look at gold in the morning. It's around 7:30, 8 o'clock. If I miss a move, then obviously I'm going to be looking at gold throughout the stream, obviously, but shit, I definitely got Tradeify. Yo, Tradeify stream is yo, this is actually a pretty cool stream. I got to figure out how to do something similar like this. This is going to be my project. Yeah, this is going to be my little project. But you know, honestly, Investor Z, I was thinking about what you were saying yesterday. About you teaching your kids how to trade and you know correcting you know errors that you saw them doing, and then you had that awakening that damn, I do the same stuff. You know, I was thinking to myself, if you know if one of my kids or if you know somebody that you know I care about their opinion saw how I trade sometimes when I get on tilt and stuff like that, I will admit that I would be embarrassed with some of my behavior. Now, taking profits before price hits your TP is blasphemy, and that will always be the truth. But throwing a tantrum and taking it out on my account, that's something that's definitely behavior I want to clean up because I definitely don't want to. When you say that shit out loud, I got mad, I threw a tantrum, and I took it out on my account, or I took it out on all the hard work that it took to build the account. It does sound kind of foolish when said out loud, and you're actually listening to yourself. Hold on, let's see. Hold on.
It is that we are in. I've been throwing out bounties for some giveaways.
All right, cool.
I got the next batch of winners. The rule was whoever purchased with code YouTube and got 50% off as a new customer, or a free
All right, so I guess what?
entered to win.
Yo, if my funded futures ain't giving out free accounts no more,
account.
then there ain't no point even keeping it in the background.
There. I see them coming in. I am going to read off the names.
If they ain't giving out the free accounts no more, I don't need to keep this shit in the background. But no, that's good, bro. Honestly, I'm more. So I wonder why a lot of trade. So okay, so I will say that on Fridays I have locked my funded accounts to where I will no longer be taking trades in my funded account on Fridays because I don't want to go. It's not worth potentially going into the weekend red and not being able to do anything about it until the following trading session. But I know a lot of professional traders prefer not to trade on Fridays. And honestly, I can kind of understand why. Because if you can kind of take Friday off, it's I guess it's just one less day where you're not using mental resources and you can kind of use those unused resources and during the next session, during maybe Sunday open, Monday open, whichever session people prefer to trade. But mm, mm, mm. Mm. Actually, I guess I could just do that, right? Mm. You know what, Z? I don't know. I mean, we kind of talked about this last night. We talked about this last night with the Nasdaq being in an official downtrend, and it's easily to see before we got that drop on the Nasdaq today, and I think that was based on some news that came out with Trump. Obviously, I mean, I think if, like I said before, this is Trump's market at this point. The market is literally waiting for what Trump is going to do next, and he's very good at keeping the media on their toes. But regardless of what Trump is doing and what he's saying, the market was obviously making lower lows and lower highs on the way down before we got this drop. So it was a matter of time of when will the bulls give this up? That was always a question because obviously the market was systematically being sold off. So but if you're not looking at the charts, you would think that, oh man, this is so bullish. Because I mean, every time the bulls step up, that's when the energy comes back into the market, and the market just kind of dies when it's the bears' turn. So it's if you're not looking at the charts, then you definitely missed this. Actually, you know what the? Let me see if I can fix that. Uh, honestly, I feel like, man, if I do this, then it's definitely gonna. And this is something else that I was talking about with the Nasdaq last night. If we do see a pop here, uh, that's why it's kind of hard to take losses on the Nasdaq because of it just feels like she cheats you out of a move because she tends to go and then she'll pop down and stop you out and then pop right back up after she stops you out. And it's like, well, goddamn, you just kind of feel cheated. That's why it's harder to accept losses on the Nasdaq. Uh, yep, that's exactly how it is, man. She cheats you, and then it's an impulse to chase. Yep, that's exactly how it is. Exactly how it is. As crazy as that sounds, right? You know what? That could have been. That could have been. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like that's a drop right there. Uh, All right, so let's see if this gold trade will work out right here. Let's see, double bottom test. 37. Let's see if this double bottom test right here will work out. I'll probably put like 30 and 39. Because, and Z, and this is what I'm talking about. I got in at the EMAs, and then it stops me out, and then it comes back above my my break even at my entry, and we'll see what happens. I guess at 9 o'clock. I mean, if we see this pop, it's like, you know, that's what I'm talking about. It's, you kind of have to be mindful about where you enter with the Nasdaq, because she'll stop you out and go in your direction. All right, so I mean, the 9 o'clock algo. Honestly, we may have got like us, because we got to remember that Monday is Memorial Day. See, and this is what I'm talking about right here. This is why trade in the middle with the Nasdaq, you just get into the habit of chasing it, because she does stuff like that. I think so. If I was still in this trade, my target I think would be, I think it was at, so I got in at 85. I got in at 85. Uh, I think my target would have been at the top of this range. Hey, yo, good morning, Alfred. How you doing so far today? Yo, what's up with everybody being a time frame elitist? What's up with that? What's up with the time frame elitist, man? What's up with that? What's up with the time frame elitist? What's up with that? Oh shit. Hmm. All right, so let's see if this gold trade is going to play out. Yeah, why the Nasdaq over there being a senior citizen, gold has been working in overtime. It seems like as soon as gold opens, she starts to work. Gold is literally on its 1 millionth leg. Ever since it opened, it's been moving. It's been moving. But so far, so good. The double bottom trade on gold working out beautifully. I mean, so far, so good. Damn, dude. Yo, do you think you did that because you okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question, Alfred, and did you do that because you kind of lost focus because you got your two payouts back to back? The reason I ask is because I find myself doing the same thing. I find myself doing the same thing. I would be getting payouts, and then after I get the payouts, I start getting lazy. I start getting complacent. I start making rookie mistakes. Rookie mistakes. There we go. First target, baby. First target. Rookie mistakes. Like, remember when I told y'all guys that I passed a Top Step account last night? Something told me to look back on that chart. For whatever reason, I left a limit somewhere on the chart. I don't even know where I left the damn limit at or why. But I looked at the chart and saw that I lost $360 and I had to make that back this morning after I already passed it. And I thought to myself, I was like, bro, why did you make such a stupid rookie mistake? Why? And the answer came back to me because for whatever reason, when I get on a winning streak, I become complacent. I become Icarus and I fly too goddamn close to the damn sun. And when I fall down and bust my ass, that's when I want to brush myself off and say, let's build me a new set of wings like the Phoenix. I don't know why. I don't know why. And I hate that shit. I really do. I hate it, man. It just seems like whenever I innovate, whenever I get better is through adversity and pain and poor decisions. But when I'm trying to eat the fruits of my great decisions, I was like, oh, I don't want to eat this no more. I don't want to eat it no more. Let me plant some new fruits to eat. And the process just keeps happening and happening and happening, man. It's getting frustrated, man. Wow, for 8 hours? Damn. 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 Oh, on the Nasdaq? Yeah. Damn. What were you targeting? And this was like an eval, right? This wasn't your funded account or anything? Hopefully it's not your funded account, man. Damn, yo. Damn. Shit. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Alfred. Sorry to hear that, man. And I know that's a trap, man. I know I can relate to what you were going through because I was doing the same shit and I was doing the same shit. That's why Blue Sky was locking me out my damn account because I was hitting them up every day. But again, I don't know why they were doing it because apparently, like I said, they had like a 10K limit on their live accounts. You couldn't make more than 10K in a week. So I don't know why they was locking me out and shit. But I was doing the same shit. Those daily payouts, I mean, you get one, two, you get that dopamine hit, them feel good chemicals being released, and then it's like, nah, I want to make $5,000 a day. I want to make $1,500 a day. Oh, I want to get a new car. I want to make $10,000 today so I can get that paid out. And then once you get into that trap, yeah, it's over with after that. You're not even looking at structure anymore. You're just looking at your P&L. You know what? Let me rephrase that. That's what I was doing. I don't know what you were doing. That's what I was doing. I was looking at my P&L instead of looking at the structure. And eventually I lost the account. And when I think back on it, I was up $1,500, but I just wanted $2,500. I just wanted 25, and I was up 15. And price, I think Trump said something or whatever the fuck, and price came back down and stopped me out and blew the account. And I always seem to find myself in a situation where my account be on its last leg. I find a way to bring it back to break even, and then I'll turn around and blow the damn thing. Crazy, like it's crazy. I do shit like that sometimes, man. It's crazy, but hey, I'll do it. Oh, see, yeah, okay, so yeah, okay, so that is great information, Alfred, because I think a lot of these prop firms that does the daily payouts. Honestly, I don't know if Take Profit Trader. I mean, you're the expert with Take Profit Trader, but Blue Sky and now Trade Day has that limit. So that must be something that a lot of these daily payout prop firms have, but they don't explicitly say it. It's implied somewhere because Blue Sky had a 10K weekly limit. So if you made 2K a day, that would have been, I guess, the best strategy to implement. Maybe 1,800, 2K a day for daily payouts. But it's not necessarily daily because they have to approve it on the live side. They got to make sure that you have enough money, you have enough buffer, and blah 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 blah. And they try to take a day to do that shit. So it's not. So it's, you can take daily payouts, but based on when they approve it. Um, I only took one payout from MFF on my live account, so I don't know if they have like a hidden, you can only make 10K or 5K a day rule that I don't know about. But I'm gonna ask them about that. Is a 10K daily limit? Do they have a weekly limit? But Alfred, now that you know that Trade Day has that 5K limit, would you still trade with them? Would you still recommend that prop firm to other traders? Would that, because a lot of people saying that Trade Day is number two. Honestly, in my opinion, they're not even in the conversation. And there's no disrespect to the prop firm. It's just their rules. When I when I'm saying something about a prop firm, I'm not saying nothing about the people, the organization, the firm itself, none of that. I only look at the payout rules because that's why we're doing this shit. I mean, if you just want to play around and trade and gamble, I mean, the sim is free. You can do that shit for free. Uh, we're here to get paid. And if your payout rules is just too much, then honestly, I feel like that's what separates you from another firm and how much you're going to charge traders to get there. So it's price and payout rules for me. And trade day with the 7-day eval crap, they want you to be consistent on top of that. It just makes it harder for you and easy for them to make money. And I don't care if the guys are, I don't care about none of that shit. I only care about this money. That's it. And they're making it hard for me to get it. And I don't have to deal with that. There's plenty of other firms out there that makes it the path to payouts easier. I feel that MFF has the easiest path so far. I mean, the starter account, even though it sucks to lose, it sucks to lose. I'm not going to say that it doesn't. They cap the payouts to 6K and then they put you in a live account. So it's easy for the trader, but then at the same time, the firm knows that worst come to shove, oh, we're going to pay out a 6K. That's it. We don't have to worry about a 10K, 50K, 100K payout. All we have to worry about is a 6K payout. So I feel like if firms were to do something similar to that, I feel like a lot more firms would be in the conversation for me. I mean, it's a cheap account. It's $100 account that you can potentially make 12 extra money. You can get a $1,200 payout on your first one, and it pays for everything. I mean, the second payout don't even matter at that point. You spent $100 and made 12 in less than 6 days. If you pass it in one day and then you make the consistency in the 5 days and it's less than 6 days, you made 12x your account or your initial investment. Honestly, that is such great value. It's really great value. And that's the only account that I even trade with MFF. If they didn't have that account, I wouldn't trade with MFF. And that's no, like I said, nothing wrong with the firm. It's just that I feel like that's their best account, in my opinion. Mm. You caught that pop on NQ? Well, goddamn. And you see what I'm talking about? If you're still there, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm freaking talking about. Being cheated out of a trade. Being cheated out of a trade. Because I got in at 885 and then for whatever reason, it felt the need to stop me out and then go in my direction. Yo, what's your strategy going to be on that account, Alfred? What's your strategy, man? What are you going to do? Because I know that that has like a small drawdown limit. What do you plan on doing with that account? Yeah, I mean, shit, especially if you're trading the Nasdaq, should have you reconsidering your whole life decisions and shit. Like, damn, shit, can I do this? Am I able to do this? Can I do this? But yeah, guys, I'm definitely gonna. I'm gonna definitely. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna just do it. And y'all guys will see it. I'm definitely gonna have a project to do over this weekend, and yeah, and then in and out with micros. Mm. He said, he said you can afford an MFF starter or a 25. I mean, the MFF starter. Or you want the starter plus or the starter? I think the starter is like $97, and the starter plus is 127 on MFF. But and that's, I mean, that's obviously there's no activation fee on that. And like I said, I don't have anything against Top Step. It's just that they're expensive compared to their competition. He says the 97 you don't care about is the consistency rule or scaling. Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, I would, well, whatever. So, hey, Alfred, what was that other prop firm that made that you can customize how many contracts that you can have and stuff like that? What was that prop firm's name again? Because I know that you were saying that Mad Moxie was speaking really good about them. Oh, you just started one? All right, let's look at my baby gold. Target fill, baby. That was a really great trade on gold. This is why I prefer to stick with gold and not necessarily with the NQ anymore. Beautiful trade. And all we did was just wait for the pullback, man. I didn't chase this move higher. I didn't say like, man, this thing can possibly come back. Just waiting for that pullback trade and just taking this trade. Beautiful trade. No resistance. Only took a few points in drawdown. Swept underneath this low. Beautiful fucking trade, man. And it's still going, man. Still going. Still going. I really enjoy trading gold, man. Really do. I mean, because this thing can potentially still go up. Yep. Yeah. You know, honestly, I'm listening to Tradeify right now, and the mechanical part, I would definitely agree with that. But for whatever reason, we all know it's the human experience. Why do we reject mechanical? Like, why do we reject automation? And then we strive for automation, and then we reject automation. We create systems to make life easier. And then at the same time, we turn around and then go against that automation after we took all that time to create it. What the hell is up with that? Like, why do we have such a flaw like that in the human experience? Like it's baffles me how I will create mental models. I'll create systems on how to do things easier. And then once I get to that perfect place, perfection, Valhalla, Euphoria, or what is it called? Cloud nine. And then it's like, oh yeah, I don't want to do it no more. I get tired of it. I don't want to do it no more. I want to find something new. I want to do something different. Even though it's proven to continue to work, I don't want to do it anymore. And yeah, that's so definitely true. And it's interesting that the human experience is just so it's just so full of contradiction. It just the human experience contradicts itself at every level. But I guess it does make sense since we are the mind, the body, and the soul. And I guess they all have its own goals that it's trying to reach. I guess. I guess. The futures desk? Okay, yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, somebody actually sent me that in Discord before you said something about it, Alfred. I was like, what the hell is this? And I kind of disregarded it. But and then you said, man, shit, you know, if Alfred sends it, you already know it's legit. So I looked into it. I do like the fact that I can customize my account. I can set my daily loss limit. I can set how many contracts that I'm allowed to trade. I like that. I really do. I really like it. You gotta love gold, baby. Structure, baby. That's like, man, this is almost too easy. I'm not gonna complain about it. But man, just paying attention to structure, getting in at structure levels, it's almost too easy, man. Anyway. Oh wow. Wow, Nasdaq. Wow. If I wasn't in the sim, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, Nasdaq. That was crazy. She missed me by the low of this candle right here is 908. So I got missed by 2 points in a quarter. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Investor Z, I mean, so what I do professionally, this is the main reason why I don't go out and just give out my personal information to these firms, because you got to think like you're giving your social, you're giving your social, you're giving the place where you live, you're giving a lot of sensitive information to a group of people. Now, I mean, an organization is also a group of people, but like I always want to make very clear when you go out and you give these all this sensitive information to people. I mean, like think about this. There's no shout out to no this is not a derogatory remark, but what is his name? Danny Trades or My Family Futures or Funded Family Futures or whatever. You basically gave, even though he's quote unquote not the CEO or whatever that whole getup is over there, you basically gave your information to him. And I don't understand why people don't see it that way. Whatever affiliation that he has with that, whether it's official, unofficial, whatever, the only thing that matters is that when you think of that prop firm, you're thinking of Danny Trades, because obviously he's popular and he's quote unquote could be considered the face of that firm. And it's just a group of guys. And you're giving your sensitive information to a group of guys. And with Fast Track Trader, when that incident, I feel like that is like a great example of why you kind of have to be mindful about who you give your information to when it comes to these firms, because they quote unquote got hacked. They quote unquote lost all that or that sensitive information was quote unquote compromised allegedly. And we already know how valuable data is. We know that they were going through bankruptcy, and it just so happened when they're getting closed down and getting closed out of business, all of a sudden, all that valuable information was quote unquote hacked and stolen. So, yeah, I need to see a track record before I give that type of sensitive information to any firm. Now, obviously, if you want to play this game, I mean, and then another thing is you have to take a picture of your ID, the front and back. You got to take an actual photo. So they have all like, dude, they literally have everything that they would ever they have literally everything that they would ever need to steal someone's identity, to impersonate somebody. You literally giving all this information and it's going over the internet. So I always recommend to just be mindful about what firms you're giving your information to. Always just be mindful of that, because you can't hold nobody accountable. I highly doubt that there's going to be like a mass. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lawsuit out there somewhere. I'm pretty sure they got sued by somebody, especially if they lost personal information. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be kept quiet. If this happened over at Top Step, you already know that it was like, if you've been affected by Top Step and you've given your information, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, you have a case. You know, type shit like that. So just always be mindful about who you give your information to over the internet. Well, I will say this. I mean, I'm a leave this here because I'm in the sim, so I kind of want to see what happens. But this is a double top. This is actually, that's is interesting. That's interesting. I mean, this is a double top. So if the bulls don't protect this area, if we don't get a breakout above this high and a pullback for a move higher, well, we can expect for the stops underneath this area right here to get ran, and we can expect price to use that as fuel to push this market lower. So first Friday for me to see. You said it's your first Green Friday? Well, congratulations on that. Well, Investor Z, what did you do different today then? And I used to have that same issue on Fridays as well from over trading.
On your,
Wait, what? Moment.
21,024 and 75 cents. 6.75.
A trade setup happens every day. All right, so cool. Great gold trade. I mean, we took the long, we identified an area of supply, we took the short. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. No, we don't subscribe to that shit over here. No position is a position crap. Nah, that's not. Nope, that's not. We don't do that over here. There's a setup happening every day, B. Take it. There's a setup happening every day. Five. Yeah, the Monday is actually Memorial Day. It is Memorial Day on Monday, so the banks will be closed, and so we'll probably get. And not only is the banks going to be closed, I also believe that the market closes early on Monday as well. I do believe we have an early close on Monday. So, hey, what's up, Santiago? What's up? Damn, it's only 9:30. God damn. Yo, hey, 36.9. It's only 9:30. Mm-hmm. Actually, let me actually look. I need to set. I mean, I need to have a better setup, man. I do need to have a better setup because I'm not looking at Bookmap anymore. But I think I'm gonna look at Econ Day. I know that Trump is. I think he's doing a speech today. I think we got a speech today or something like that. Yeah, Trump was. Yeah, he definitely was today.
And throw a 3 in the chat if you did not trade this week. Okay, bunch of ones, bunch of twos, some threes as well. Looks like a pretty mixed bag so far. Okay. So for all the individuals that are green, I only have one question for you. I only have one question for you if you're green on the week. Are you going to ruin all of your hard work this week by forcing some more trades today?
Yes.
Or would you rather just start the weekend? Would you rather go into the weekend happy, ready to go, green? Would you rather stay green, or are you going to continue to keep forcing yourself upon the market?
Yeah, Santiago. So, actually,
in my opinion, we got to be risk managers first. Get rid of any kind of
I was really
euphoria,
proud of this trade this morning, man.
right? If you have the mindset
Really proud of this trade.
I need
We
X
talked
dollar
about
amount,
just waiting
or
for that
I
pullback
want X
and not
dollar
chasing
amount,
that initial. Actually, let me turn them down.
that'll be the
Yeah, so just watching for the momentum push and buying that pullback. And once I saw that it was stalling out, man, I just got in and was able to catch this big move up. And really proud of this trade, man. I really am, because it just kind of showcases that, okay, it really showcases that, okay, now I can make it. I mean, it becomes possible to keep an account long term without quote unquote gambling, because the longest account that I've ever had was for 30 days. That's the longest that I've ever had an account. And the reason why I had that account for so long is because I was more patient. I made it a purpose or a point to be patient in that account. And it took up a lot of mental resources. It was definitely mentally straining, but it just goes to show that that's what it takes to keep these accounts long term, is making sure mentally you're following your rules and emotionally being okay with that, and physically walking away. And there goes that mental, physical, and spiritual aspect. It's just three systems conflicting with each other. And if you can get those systems in unity, then a lot of things are possible. We also caught this double bottom trade again, just waiting for the pullback and not chasing this trade, and we was able to catch this move higher. I waited for price to come back into an area of resistance, took a quick short. I got the bulk of this position off. As you can see, I only have 6 left. I reduced my risk to about half, and I will say that this is a cognitive dissonance, because because I'm so used to trading the Nasdaq, I can't be this strategic on Nasdaq, because she'll do shit like what she did to me earlier. I'll get into a good spot, she'll stop me out. After she stops me out, pulls right back, makes a big move higher. In this instance, I did kind of wait for the pullback. It's just for whatever reason, she missed me. For whatever reason, she missed me here. So she missed me on that pullback, and it definitely is painful to see. But honestly, maybe what So we do got a trend line coming up. We do got a trend line right here. Where is the market trying to go? That's the question. Where is it trying to go? Are we trying to retest the bottom? You know what? Okay. Let's just do this. We're at the bottom of this trend line. We're at the bottom of it. All right. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this. I'm trying to get the best prices possible. So we're at this trend line. We got bearish trap underneath this trend line, and price pop right back into it. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
And then I also need an FEG to be aligned with the breaker.
You think we're going to
Right, so you have
21,000 on the
multiple FEGs
Nasdaq?
here, pointing out one right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, looking at the hourly chart,
here's
this
one
is
of the
definitely
FEGs.
bullish. So we definitely
Here's
have a
another
lot more room
FEG.
for
So
upside.
here's the first one.
The next
Here's the
area
second
of
one.
resistance is at 2139
Okay,
and
so
S4. So we
hear me
definitely
clearly.
have the room.
I've taken 2 trades on this week. I had a winner on Wednesday. I had a winner on Thursday. I will not be trading this. Okay? I'm not taking any risk today. Risk management is the #1 priority at all times. So it doesn't matter what's shown
You know,
on the
I
screen.
I will agree with that,
Right, we can
especially being everybody being risk managers in the chat.
But you have
Man,
to understand this is not something that I would execute because of risk management.
I
So
don't want to. I don't want to use risk management as a reason that I don't get into a trade.
After we get our analysis done on the other assets.
I feel that all risk management happens before the trade is put on.
Looking for this to be a short.
And that's through these ATM strategies.
And then validation below the high.
I have a 27-point stop.
So
I'm fine with losing 27 points. I mean,
back to this. Again,
I feel that if I lost 27 points on the Nasdaq, I'm wrong. But it's getting to the point to where
it doesn't matter.
You might have to double that. But
what type of day it is.
If I get a perfect entry, then I don't even have to worry about that. So
conduct my business. Gain the conviction through experience. Show up, collect the data. Once you have enough data to prove that you have a profitable model, that's when you can have some conviction. Okay, so we'll leave this here as we go over some other assets. We'll take a look at MES, which is ES. This is just the micro. Same thing with MNQ. Currently using the micros because I just got moved over to a live account. The first week in the live account went great. Just under about $500 profit for the first week. The daily loss limit is $500. So that explains why I have to get down to the micros, because some of the invalidations that I use are larger than $500 if I'm using NQ or ES. Okay, so everybody talked about it already this morning. We've continued to keep pointing this out, and I'll continue to keep saying it. We need to be aware of Trump. Plain and simple. We need to be aware of Trump. Because look at what Trump can do. This was just a tweet from all the, the trade war, the tariffs. That was not on the economic calendar. Okay, so we have to be aware of what Trump says. If
so this is Ash on MFF stream.
Okay, so
this is Ash.
I'm not bullish today on NQ or ES. Looks like it's rebalancing this imbalance here. And reason being is they still have this gap below.
Bro, that was nasty on the NQ, dude.
Looks like they may need to rebalance that as well.
You never heard of My Funded Futures? That's interesting.
Now, this isn't something
Santiago, do you trade your own personal account or do you trade props?
Because we're in this scenario.
I thought you was trading props.
Look at this flat candle here. Notice how this candle has no wick below.
Yeah, so My Funded, you do both? Yeah, so yeah, My Funded Futures had, I think all of them now has a live stream. And honestly,
like this,
I'm surprised that they haven't.
Did not take
once they saw the success over at Top Step, I'm surprised that a lot of them hadn't done it sooner. That's what I'm more surprised of, that they haven't done it sooner. Because having a live stream, especially if you have a digital product to sell.
Now, anybody that just joined the stream,
and I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use one of the this
We are
YouTube channel that I
doing
just
a
discovered
contest.
as an example
If you want to
uh,
make an
for my
AI
daughter.
generated image of myself from any one of my
It's
funded future
this
streams,
YouTube channel called
something that's
Locust and
comical,
Friends or something like
something
that.
that's funny,
And
nothing
this is how
inappropriate,
crazy
nothing
it is.
toxic.
I was in the
We're doing
App
a
Store
giveaway
trying to look for, you know, little
people that make the
spelling
best
games so I can
AI-generated
teach my
image of
daughter
themselves.
ABCs, you know, in a fun way so she can interact with it and stuff like that.
And I'm currently looking
And
at
I
the
saw
people that
I saw
submitted
him in the App Store,
those images.
but I
You
didn't
can
think to
post them on
buy
Twitter
the
and you can tag me
application
in it.
at that point. And then all of a sudden,
That way I can see them.
I'll go to YouTube,
So
and
we
for
will be
whatever
picking
reason,
some
you know, the
winners in just
algorithm
another
is, you know,
couple minutes.
watching you.
Give it like
I
10
see,
more
like
minutes
the
just in
YouTube
case
channel pops
anybody
up,
else wants to do some
and I'm looking at the videos on the YouTube channel, and my
Okay.
God, the YouTube channel is so well put together. You can tell that it's so professional, and I'm sitting here thinking like, wow, and that literally changed my mind because I said that okay, now I'm going to go and buy the app for my daughter,
All right.
and
let's get back over
that
to the
decision
chart.
was solely based on how they presented themselves
So
on
it's kinda just
YouTube.
been going
You know what,
sideways here.
Nasdaq, you
Did get a nice retracement.
literally just how they,
back into
yo,
the
Nasdaq, yo, that's,
range.
yeah, that is
Look at
disgusting, yo. That
not
is
quite
fucking
yet.
disgusting. That is
I just wanna
disgusting.
see this
Yo, the
range that
Nasdaq's been doing that to
sold
me
off.
all
When we
day, yo.
sold
That's
off, it
crazy.
created
I guess
this range here.
she's angry that I'm
So we did
talking
make
to
it
the
back into
gold and
the
not her no
50%
more.
of the range
But
that we sold off from.
that decision was literally based on how they present themselves on
So,
YouTube. And
not a
so
place that I'm looking to be too
now we're
bullish.
seeing a
We are
lot of these
inside
prop
of a
firms
large
are just
imbalance,
now they're
a bearish
streaming,
imbalance.
they're
You can clearly
talking
see
about
this
their
right here.
digital products. They're giving out codes so people can get hooked because every dealer knows you always give a sample for free.
Okay,
I
so
mean, it's a part of the game. You got to give a couple
it's a Friday.
of your drugs for free,
Okay,
get
it's a
people
Friday.
hooked, and then they'll
We have a
come
long
back and
weekend
give you
ahead
all
of
their
us.
money.
You have the
I mean,
holiday
shit,
there on Monday.
it's a simple model.
This is the reason
So
why I'm not interested in taking
I
profits.
definitely will be buying those the application
Some
because of that.
days,
I think that's a
you
great
know,
example.
we need to have some patience. Patience is truly a virtue. This is one
Top
of those
stop in
days.
a take profit trader.
All right, so if you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw it in chat. I'm giving another, let's say, 5 minutes before we pick the giveaway winners. The giveaway winners, once again, last time I'll mention it, is from people that are submitting AI-generated photos of myself.
Man, that's stupid, man.
AI-generated photos
That's
of
just
myself.
stupid.
Something
If
that's
they're not
funny,
gonna have no
something that's
low,
comical.
that's
I'm
stupid.
going to
That's
pick 3
stupid.
giveaway winners in another 5 minutes. For anybody that doesn't know what my Twitter is, I'll put it in chat right now. Let me get over to chat. I could also put it on the screen here.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Mm. Yeah, I saw that got stopped out of gold. That's fine. That's fine. Oof. Mm. Oh. Mm. 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 Yeah, I'm not interested in that. All right. So we waited for the pullback here. We waited for the pullback. Let's see. We waited for the pullback. This one missed me the first time. I wonder if all right, so let's see what happens here on the Nasdaq. Oh shit. Oh, what what the hell happened? What the hell happened? Ah, reset codes. They keep doing resets. I don't need no damn reset. What the hell? Hold on. What the hell just happened? Hold on. What happened just now? So apparently, what happened just now? So for whatever reason, so I guess some of my targets got filled. I don't know what the hell happened just now. You waiting for a bit more? What are you waiting for exactly? It's no longer live anymore, right?
To oh crap, I just lost the okay. Any thoughts about initial balance? So initial balance, so the IBB trades initial balance breakup or addition of Tradeify
Quick here on
direction. Don't trade a ton off of them. Is that something you guys base?
All right, so that must have been okay. All right. All right. So and this is something else that I kind of see the Nasdaq does a lot as well. She missed me the first time, but she came back and actually swept the liquidity underneath this candle, and I was able to get a fill right here. Damn near almost perfect. There we go. Beautiful trade, man. Beautiful trade, beautiful trade, beautiful trade, man. Beautiful trade, beautiful trade. What I do. Beautiful trade, beautiful trade, beautiful trade, beautiful trade. I think this is a step forward. I really do think that this is a step forward in my trading journey. It really is. It really is a step forward. I tried to catch this. Obviously, it went in my direction, and then it crashed out. It missed my initial entry the first time, but it came back and got me the second time. And I was able to get at least a big bulk of this position. A big bulk of this position filled. And now I got a couple of runners, for my ego, where it doesn't matter if it comes back and stop me out. There's only 4 micro contracts, but my ego will be vindicated if if I get these targets filled, And as I said last night, this is how I engineer my positions so that my mind, body, and soul can be at peace in these trades. I don't have a single point of failure. Like if this is a mini contract, I'm thinking, oh man, I mean, if this gets hit, I don't care. It's like a micro. It's only 3 micros. I don't care if the shits get hit or not. The bulk of my position, I got paid in this thing already. I got paid in this thing. And I was able to get a little bit more in the position because of that trailing stop. I think the trailing stop, adding the trailing stop to my ATM strategy, it protects me from myself, but it also allows me to be myself. I don't have to take profits at my profit target. I can put my targets up. And if it does go a little bit further, then I can make a little bit more money in the position. So, you said if it respects 899, where's 899 at? 899. Okay. 899 right there. Well, I haven't gotten tagged into the short yet on gold. We'll see what happens here. I mean, we took a lot of good trades today, man. We took a lot. I mean, we had a few losses, but overall, we had a lot of great trades today on stream. And they were all my losses was me not waiting for the pullback trade. I wonder if the universe is trying to beat that into my head, is wait for the pullback. Don't buy it as it goes up. Buy it as it goes down into the pullback. Because I mean, if there was enough buyers here to push and break structure to the upside, well, it's highly likely that you're going to see a pullback into this area. And if they fail, I mean, with this, you can really manage your stop. You really don't need a big stop once the confirmation is in. Once the confirmation is in and it fails at the area of confirmation, you really don't need a big stop. Obviously, in the moment, I'm not going to adjust my stop until I see that the candle is moving in my direction. And then I'll adjust my stop then. But before then, I'm just going to keep the big stop. And as I'm kind of moving forward with this strategy, I'm just going to just get better and more efficient with it. Because kind of like here where y'all guys saw me just move it down to where I only lose 2 points on 6 micro gold contracts. I mean, it wasn't even a big loss. I got the bulk of the position hit and missed the 2. It missed those targets. But I didn't take a big loss on it. And even with this trailing drawdown, it's not a big loss. I mean, it's not something that I should even be mindful of. But honestly, actually, let me show this. I know that everybody used different languages and stuff like that, but this is actually the pullback model right here. So it's crazy. The unicorn model is basically, I guess for the what do you call it? The ICT traders. That pullback trade is basically that quote unquote unicorn model that he's talking about. He's basically, it's a breakout of structure and a pullback, and just buying that pullback and setting your stop underneath that structure low. That's basically, so I guess this whole time, or I've been talking about the quote unquote unicorn model for the ICT traders. Huh, that's interesting. That is interesting. I mean, it's hard to lose money on that pullback trade. Like I said, I do a lot of back testing over the weekend, and I back test day by day. I start from the beginning of the session, and I go to the end, and I go into the next. I see how the end of day price action, how that affects the open, the 5 o'clock open of the next session, and it. I know a lot of people say that you don't ever want to trade yesterday's data, but I feel that if you're not trading yesterday's data, you're missing the point. I don't care what people say. I care what the charts say. And the charts consistently show that yesterday's data does influence today's data. Oh, no, no, that's no. Oh, no, that's not even fair. No. Gold. Why? Gold. Why? Ah, man. Ah, come on, gold. That was not even fair. That was not even fair. We got chart geometry working yet again. We got chart geometry right here. We got the bulls literally buying at the bottom of that trend line. Now, we don't know if it's going to be successful, but this allows me to know that my trend line is drawing correctly. So now what I have to wait for is a potential break of this trend line and price coming back and testing the bottom of this trend line and looking for a short somewhere in that area. Because the one thing that we all should know about trend lines is that we have stops like this, or at least that's how I like to envision the stops underneath trend lines. Call them triangle stops. We got triangle stops underneath this trend line. So if price taps into this, we have all these swings right here, all these swings, all these stops in this area that price can tap into that will fuel this market lower. So that was not even fair. That was not fair, man. That was not fair. Okay, I'm getting into this. All right, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so I mean, if this is not something that is opening your eyes to all this, I mean, what would? Let's see if we can tap into these triangle stops underneath this and get some of these targets hit, or at least a double bottom right here. At least a double bottom. You said The inner circle trader. You damn right. You damn right. Shit, I mean, we consistently get trades on this stream, man. Honestly, I mean, like I said, I do gamble because I kind of get bored of winning, but we consistently get great setup, multi 50 plus, 100 plus point setups on both Nasdaq and gold. We definitely get a lot of great setups on multiple setups throughout the entire session on this stream, consistently. And I was able to do that through hard work and not giving these setups cute names and shit like that. Just, okay, I've seen this pattern before. I'm going to take a chance on this. If I'm wrong, yeah, I'm wrong. But I'm going to take the chance on it anyway. Yeah. I wonder if gold is going to teach me a lesson here. Now, I mean, I took this trade because of this range, because we had a break of structure down. But then I just remembered that I forgot about that. Okay. I just forgot about that. I shouldn't have taken this trade. I forgot about that. It just seems like that break and that retest trade right there seems to always be a freaking trap. But I'm going to stay in this trade. I'm going to stay in it. Changing Mindset by Harry Days. I'm going to listen to that because I'm not like, so I mean, when it comes to being positive and all that other, anybody got time for that stupid shit. Changing Mindsets by Harry Days. Change Your Mindset by Harry Days. Let me see. He said. I'll probably read. Oh, Trading Mindfully. Oh, Trading Mindfully. I think I've already read that book, Trading Mindfully. I think I'm already reading. Oh, actually, no, I haven't. Trade Mindfully, huh? Okay. That's going to be so Ash just recommended a book. Well, actually, before we talk about that, let's look at this break. So I took this trade because I saw this range, I saw the break, I took a chance on the retest. I'm not gonna lie, this when it was doing all this, I was like, maybe it does when it comes to this entry, but it's looking like we got a break of this trend line. So we got a break of this trend line. We got a break of this chart geometry right here. So on gold, this is usually a death sentence when gold starts touching stops. That's a death sentence for whatever side of the market it's touching. Now, we do have an area of focus right here at this double bottom where bulls can potentially come out. We do got the 200 EMA right there that the bulls can bounce it at. And we also got this little range right here that bulls can bounce it at. So we can get a bounce, but the test for the bulls would be to get back above this trend line, this support trend line, and now it's looking like it's resistance. So we could see a bounce here. We could see a bounce. We could. But I would really enjoy it if it hit my target first. You say you're long on the ES. Oh, did I get stopped out of that Nasdaq trade, or am I still in it? Okay, so I'm still in that Nasdaq trade. Still in it. Where were you targeting on the ES? I no longer have the ES on my charts anymore because I don't care for it. That's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to double your size. You lose, you double your size to get your money back. Every gambler knows that. Every gambler knows that. And blackjack, you lose, you double your bet to get your money back. That's how that shit goes. Okay. All right. So you know what, Santiago, I think you may have left a lot of money on the table, but I mean, as long as you got your TP hit, I think we could see a run here. We got that pullback on the Nasdaq. It's highly likely that the Nasdaq is at least going for S4. At least. Oh, you're back in? Yeah, and you know, Santiago, that's the main reason why I don't take scalps. And that's kind of why I kind of go to oh crap. That's why I kind of went to micros so I can get paid, but then I still have long form targets. And here I thought that I was wrong in this trade, but that pullback trade, yet again, waiting for that pullback, that breaker structure down, that first pullback back into an area of resistance, and we got that clean move down, man. Clean move down. We damn near caught the top of this move, of that pullback move. Damn near caught the top. All right, so let's get this first target hit here, man. Or I gotta follow my rules though. I gotta follow the rules. Once I get that first target hit, I might modify this. I might modify this a lot. But especially if I'm trading 3 gold contracts, especially if I'm trading 3 of them, over time with gold, I'll probably start increasing my size. And then drastically reduce my my stop. So again, like I said, we could see a bounce here. It's just unfortunate that my first target is right here. It's just unfortunate. We could see a bounce. Hopefully not, but hopefully not. But okay, we'll see. All right, so I'm still in this Nasdaq trade. We can see if we can get a retest of this high. And this is another pullback trade versus chasing it higher, just waiting for it to pull back, and we're just getting an easy move to the upside. So this is what, 913. Actually, hold on. How big is my stop? I could have sworn I had a 27-point stop here. Honestly, I don't know why my stop is all the way down here. Or I don't know why my stop, hold on. I think my, or actually, I was in at like 98 or something like that. Yeah. My stop should have been like right here. Unless I must have moved it down a little bit. My stop should have been right here. But I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it or nothing. Ah, crap. Well. Okay. Oh man. Well. I mean, that's kind of consistent. That's literally consistent. Sometimes you get a break of that, and sometimes you don't. But that is literally consistent. Mm. Well, okay. Uh, hmm, okay, okay, okay. Nice, nice. Well, I guess this is another instance. The one thing that I'm going to try to fix with gold is that I have to kind of get out of the mindset of once I see, because I mean it works both ways, but I still gotta have to accept that it works both ways, if that makes sense. If I can get into an area based off of just structure and it works, I can't sit here and say that, oh yeah, there's a range right here, the 200 EMAs right here, and we can bounce here and I don't act just because it doesn't take my target. It works both ways. It works both ways. And I have to accept that. It's a work in progress. I mean, it's a work in progress, but it works both ways. So I had to endure a pullback, but the Bulls have to get back above this trend line. They have to get back above that. So we'll see what the Bulls do here. We'll see. We'll see. All that money just evaporated up $1,300, $1,400, like Alfred says, evaporated right back to break even. Right back to break even. All right. I think so too. I definitely agree with that. I talk about that all the time. The 50K starter account on MFF is like the best value in the game. It's the best value. Best value. Lose money bad, make money good. Lose money bad, make money good. We do got a range right here. Looks like we do got a range that's about to start forming right here. Looks like we do have a range that's about to start forming right here. We all know what that means. We get price pushing up into a bullish move into a range. That's the first step of a rally up base, and then a potential rally. So we'll see what happens here. But right now, I am out of time. I think I may have made a mistake on this gold play, but but I'm out of time. We're definitely going into the weekend super green. I was up 4K in this account with both the Nasdaq and gold, but obviously now I'm not. Obviously about $1,400 just evaporated, and now I'm red. And just like Alfred says, man, this is why you take your profits. And no, actually, this is what I will say. This is what I will say. Kind of like what I just said before. It just works both ways on gold. I knew that this was a potential area where price could bounce. What I should have did was adjusted my stop. If I didn't want to get out of the entire position, I should have at least started to trail maybe my first target as it got closer, because we was in an area where we could see a bounce. The bulls definitely bought it off the 200 EMA, but I just wanted it to hit my target. But all in all, so we were going into the weekend green. I passed the Top Step account. I made money in my funded. I got that locked out on Friday, so I didn't make money in my funded actually today. But I made money in both of my Apex accounts. So definitely a great day, definitely a great week, and we will definitely continue this type of trading moving forward. And I do have some projects that I will be doing over the weekend, and hopefully I will have that presentable by Monday. And with that said, we'll definitely come back on Sunday night. We'll go over the open, and we'll definitely look for more ways to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good weekend. You know I'm not going to be there, Alfred. You know I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be outside. I'm going to be outside protesting. Don't take your profits. Let price hit your TP, damn it. Let price hit your TP, damn it. Actually, let's hold on. I think we might have an opportunity to look for that. Look at that. But yeah, I'm out of time. I gotta go. All right, guys.